Hate doing these, but this moment is in memory of Sid Vicious. R.I.P. Plug time. Use code Octobiker at boardscom.com to save 15%. Okay, here we go. We're going to jump in really quick here. This video is short. So this is a 2011 Kawasaki Ninja 250. These bikes are actually a lot smaller than you'd think, and lighter than you think. It's 350 pounds. It has, I believe, the owner, Stephanie, told me it has about 5 gears on it. So 5 gears is what I'm going with. You sit in a different riding stance than what I'm used to. I do not have experience really riding sports bikes. So 250 cc's doesn't sound like a lot, and it really isn't, but on a sports bike, the gear ratios be much different. This specific bike is super light. It weighs 300 and something pounds, which makes it super, super lightweight. So is this the bike for you? It depends. Do you want to get into sports bike riding? If so, this is the bike for you. Check this thing out as a perfect entry into, or appetizer for, getting into sports bikes. This is the Rebel 250 of sports bikes. Probably as dependable as well. This thing, like I said, has seen a lot of road, but it seems to be running great, and it brakes, it stops, it goes. So with not much more talking, we're going to talk a little bit more about this bike. I, once again, do not take everything I say with truth. It is my experience. I am very inexperienced at riding these bikes. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time, so here we go. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's see if I can ride this thing. Take it for a spin. FYI, intermittently, I will be losing good microphone sound, so I'll come in and do some VO. Alright, it's a little bit different. It feels like riding a much different bike. Good lord, these are some short ass gears. Actually, incredible what these gears are. Like, whoa. And this clutch grab's so high. It's such a long, just short clutch? Long clutch? I don't know. Yeah, really short, really long. Oh yes, the short, long clutch. So right here I'm kind of wringing the neck of this bike, and I'm realizing, maybe I should stop riding this thing like a cruiser. So I'm just ripping through gears, giving it all I got, and I think, if I was starting as a sports bike rider where I am now, this wouldn't be my first choice. All the way down. So as I'm riding this thing, I'm just thinking, this is probably like a good appetizer for a sports bike. Like, it would be perfect for someone that was brand new, someone that has never ridden a sports bike or even a motorcycle at all. Because in this case, they can kind of learn what it's like to ride one, but not be fully invested. These things are probably to be had around $2,000, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot on the marketplace, and there's probably a decent amount of modifications you can do to them. So I think this thing is just kind of a good entry-level bike. It's not a good bike for someone if you've been riding for 15 years or 20 years. Turning, sorry. I don't know how to ride this bike yet. I'm going into the gas station, I guess. Or the store. No. So, turning this baby around. Once again, given this thing all I've got, and I gotta admit, it is pretty fun to whip this thing around, just knowing you can do whatever you like. give it to somebody and make them feel comfortable.
Turn signaling. All right. Play.
Another thought I'm having is that this clutch pedal is pretty low on the bike. It's like a tiny little nub. So wearing maybe the type of boots I was wearing, which is like motorcycle boots, isn't as adequate. They're too bulky to find that clutch really good. So I see why people wear those smaller boots for the sports bike. But I think this is fun. I almost was like, is this kind of something that I need in my life? A sports bike? Something to kind of ride a different style with? So I guess in summary, this bike is a really fun kind of bike that if you want to just drive something around, I know I'm going to say it's kind of a good around the town bike. I don't know if I would take it on major highways since the top speed is 90 miles an hour. Maybe doing like 70 or 80, you're kind of pushing the top of that power band. People are going to hate on me for this, but I'm around 200 pounds and a skilled rider and new to this type. But that's kind of my first impression. It's like, good for doing these little things when you're going back and forth, good for riding around town, good for keeping up with traffic, but I don't think you'll be winning any races in this bike. I don't think you'll be beating anybody in a sports car. So, kind of an overall summary at 300 and plus pounds, with 5 gears allegedly, with a nice zippy engine, moderate to easy clutch issues, really easy to shift, fun to buzz around. If you're someone that wants to start getting into sports bike, this is a great place to start. It's not going to win any beauty contests today, but maybe back in 2011 it is. So there you go. That's my impression of the 2011 Kawasaki Ninja 250R. All right, so there you have it, or there we have it. My review of the 2011 Ninja 250R. If you can see behind me, there is the little mini bike that I got. We're still working on that. There's a new part coming in. I'm going to reveal a little more information that I found out about it just recently, and it's actually surprised me. I was actually considering offloading it, and I've changed my mind. And you can find out why on my next video, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.